Hello, welcome to Chapter 1, Lesson 1. Today's our first video. So please follow along while you're in your math book as we're going through things on the video together. You can always pause if you have any questions, rewind if you need to listen to something an extra time. So let's go. Today we're going to be talking about place value through the thousands place. Okay, we're stopping at thousands today. So let's talk about some vocabulary words. Here we go. A digit is any symbol used to write whole numbers. Now, whole numbers are just our counting numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All of your counting numbers. Really up to like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 0. Those are all of our digits, okay? Because like the number 10 uses the digits 1 and 0. So really we have 10 digits. Well, now look here. I'm talking about it without looking ahead. There are our digits. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Because all numbers under the sun are made up with those digits. Isn't that cool? And the place value of a digit tells what value it has in a number. So for example, let's say I have an 8. Let's pick 8. Let's say I put an 8 and 2 zeros after it. That is not worth the same as if I put an 8 here, right? This one's worth 800 because it's in the hundreds place, whereas this friend down here is just worth plain old 8. So its place that it has, the place value, changes what it's worth. So let's look at example 1. The height of the Statue of Liberty from the top of the base, so right here I'm going to guess, top of the base, to the top of the torch, which is up here. Hopefully you can see it on your book because I cut it out, is 1,813 inches. So it's asked us to identify the place of the highlighted digit. So what place value is that? Then we need to write the value of that digit. Okay, what is its worth? So here it shows we can use base 10 blocks. Okay, which is really hard to do on a video. But we're just going to do our best. So we could use 10 hundreds. So each one of these flat squares is worth 100. Each stick is worth 10. And then each little block is worth 1. Okay, and then when we get like a 3D shape where we're stacking 10 hundreds together, then we get 1,000. So it looks more like a cube. So if we're going to model 1,813 with base 10 blocks, we would have 1,000, right, a cube, 8 hundreds, 110, because we have 1 in the tens place, and 3 ones. So if I was going to record each digit in the place value chart, I would say I have 1,000, 8 hundreds, 110, and 3 ones is how I would write that number down. So the value of the 1 is 1,000. That 1 right there is worth 1,000. If I have an 8 in the hundreds place, its value is 800. And 110, the value is just 10, right? And 3 ones, the value is 3. So the highlighted digit 1 is in the thousands place. Let's write that in our blank. It's in the thousands place. And its value is 1,000. That's what it's worth. All right, let's try example 2. If 10 people climb the stairs to the top of the Statue of Liberty and back down, they will have walked 7,080 steps. What are the values of the zeros in the number? 7,080. So here it tells us a comma is placed between the thousands and the hundreds place. Okay, so when the 0 is used in a number, it is a placeholder, right? Because if I wanted a 7 and an 8 to show 7,080 and I just write a 7 and an 8, that's only worth 78, not 7,080. So that can't work. In 7,080, there are two placeholders. The 0 in the hundreds, we can always refer to that if we're not sure what place that is, in the hundreds place. So let's write hundreds place. And the 0 in the ones place. Here we've got a 0 here in the ones place, okay? Their values are 0. Well, zeros are still worth 0. They're just kind of holding so that we can get the numbers in the right place value. Numbers can be written in different ways. So we're kind of shifting gears. We first are talking about place value. Now we're going to talk about different ways to write numbers. So the standard form is just like normal. 7,080. 7, 8, 12. Those are standard forms when we're using the digits, right? Expanded form. So that would be like if I had 12, I would say 12 is 10 plus 2. I put the value of the 1 is 10. The value of the 2 is 2. If I were going to do 1,380, I would say the expanded form is 1,000 plus 300 plus 80. And then if there was, let's say this was 1,387, then I would add 7. So I do the value of each one as expanded form. And then word form just uses words. So for this one, I would write out 8. Okay, so let's look at example 3 here. It says the distance from Mobile, Alabama to the Statue of Liberty is 1,215 miles. Write 1,215 in 3 ways. We have to do all 3. So standard form is just that, 1,215. Expanded form is where I take the value of each digit. So they already put 1,000. Next would be 200. Then 10. The 1 is worth 10. And then the 5 is just 5. 1,215 would be expanded form. We're expanding that number out. And then a word form, 1,315 is what we would write for word form, where we write everything out. Okay, sometimes people think that they can combine standard form and word form, but nope, everything in word form has to be written out in words. So if I wanted to write 7,009 in word form, I would write 7,009. Notice how we put a comma after each, it's called a period, right? So the thousands, the comma is in the standard form. It's in the same spot in word form. Okay, write 856 in expanded form. So I would write 856. I write each value out. And then. All right, so this is the point in the video where you can stop watching if you understand everything. Okay, so I'm going to include extra examples at the end of each video. So once I go through the guided practice, then you're allowed to say, okay, Mrs. Hamer, I understand it. I can stop watching. If you're still having a hard time, then just stick around and do some problems. I'm going to switch to the homework so you can flip forward a couple pages and do the homework problems with me to get a few more examples if you'd like. But if you say, Mrs. Hamer, I understand, I just want to get my independent practice going, then go ahead and do that. So let's keep going here. Write each number in expanded and word form. Okay, so here's the number 2,368. So for expanded form, I'm going to write 2,000 plus 300 plus 60 plus 8. So in word form, I have to write 2,368. Okay, this one, 6,204. So 6,000, comma, plus 200 plus 4. Notice how I'm not adding the 0 tens in there. Okay, so here we have 6 204. Notice I'm not writing 204. I just write 204. Write the highlighted digits place. So what place is it in and what is its value? Okay. So its place is the ones place. And what is its value? Its value is just 7 here. Okay, the 6 here is in the thousands place. And its value is 6,000, right? That 6 is worth 6,000. Here, we have a 3. That 3 is in the hundreds place. Because that 3 is worth hundreds, right? HUNDRED, hundreds place. And that 3 is worth 300. Okay, here our 8 is in the tens place. And it is worth 80. Down here it says write each number in standard form. That's just the numbers we've been working on that we know. We're counting numbers. So we have 5,503. So I need a 0 in the tens place because there aren't any tens. And then I need to put my 3 down. Here, number 8, we have 2,329. Okay, here we have, for number 9, we have 4,000, 6 in the hundreds, no tens again, and an 8. Here we have 9,370 and a 2. 9,372. Okay, last, I have one more after this. Here's a word problem. Kyle is in seat number 1024. Sierra's seat number has the same number of thousands. Okay, so let's make some notes. Sierra has the same number of thousands, so they both have 1,000. And tens as Kyle's seat number. So I'm going to put a line here. The tens is also a 2 and then a blank, okay? But she has 2 more hundreds. So look in the hundreds. Kyle had 0 hundreds. So that means Sierra has 2 hundreds. And 3 fewer ones. Okay, so Kyle had 4. 4 minus 3 is 1. What is Sierra's seat number? So Sierra's seat number is 1,221. Describe how you found the seat number. So what did we do? We wrote out the numbers that were the same. That were the same between Kyle and Sierra. And then filled in the blanks. With the numbers that were different. Were different. Boop. Okay, there we go. Last one. Little vocabulary check here. Draw a line to connect each vocabulary word or words to its definition. Okay, so let's see. I think it's easier to read the definitions and then find the word that matches it. So here we go. The value. So what's the worth given to a digit by its place in a number? So that would be place value, right? And it gives us the answers in here because it's got value and place. Okay, the form of a number that uses written words. So that's written form. Word form, I mean. the form of a number that shows the sum. Now, we haven't really talked about sum. Sum is the answer to an addition problem. So if I said find the sum of 7 and 8, then you would know you need to add 7 and 8 together to get 15. 15 is called the sum. Okay, so that means we're going to add the values together. So which form was that? That was expanded form, sorry. A symbol. Ooh, I already know what this one is. Used to write a number. That was a digit, right? We use digits to write numbers. Okay, and then the form of writing a number that shows only its digits. That would be our friend, the standard form. Okay, test practice. Which represents the number that is 10 more than 2070. So 2070, which would be 10 more. So if I added one to the tens place, I would get 2080. Oh, here we go, letter C. Okay. All right, this is a long one just because I had lots of things to explain. If you stopped halfway through, that's fine. Then you're probably not listening to this. If you watch till the end, great for you. Now you can do your independent work and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks. See you later.